walking outside for a second. Look at the nearest patch of grass. Now imagine someone telling you every single blade could be bread. There are 12,000 kinds of grass out there. We bet all of civilization on just one. It sounds insane when you say it out loud. You're surrounded by it, right now. The lawn in front of your apartment, the weeds cracking the sidewalk, the park where you walk your dog. For 290,000 years, you walked through an endless, all-you-can-eat buffet that went on for continents. Green oceans, savannas, prairies, steppes, and you starved in the middle of it. Because the first thing most people imagine about ancient humans is that they were surrounded by food and just too dumb to pick it up. Like wheat was just sitting there, obviously tastier than the rest. Actually, none of it was food. Let's go. Your stomach right now can't digest grass. Not one blade, you can chew it all day, you can swallow it. It comes out exactly the same. Grass is cellulose, and you don't have 4 stomachs. You don't have the bacteria to ferment it for days. To you, a field of grass is as edible as a field of paper. The food was never the leaf. It was always the seed, the tiny package at the very top. And grasses don't want you to eat their seeds. They want you to carry them or leave them alone. So they evolved armor. Most grass seeds are smaller than sand. Others are glued inside a rock-hard husk. Others are covered in barbs and silica that shred your teeth and gut. So the real question isn't why did we choose wheat? It's what makes any grass edible at all. Let's go. Wheat cheated. It broke 3 rules that every other grass obeys. Rule 1. Naked. Most grasses lock seeds in a rock-hard hull you have to roast and pound for an hour. Wheat had a freak mutation. Its seed is naked. Hit it once and food falls out. For a human with no machines, that's the difference between eating and starving. Rule 2. Non-shattering. Grab wild rye and shake it. Nothing stays in your hand. The seeds shatter and fall. That's the point. A grass that holds its seeds never plants its children. So wild grasses have a brittle rachis that snaps at the slightest touch. Wheat broke that too. Around 10,000 years ago, in the hills of what is now southeast Turkey and northern Syria, a single plant had a mutation where its rachis didn't break. It held on. In nature, that's suicide. Its seeds rot on the stalk. But for a human with a basket, it's a miracle. Standing there, holding its entire future in the air, waiting for you to take it. Every domesticated wheat today comes from that broken rule. Rule 3. Gluten. You know gluten because the modern world told you to be scared of it, but gluten is a sticky, elastic protein that only wheat has in this quantity. Add water and knead it, and it traps air. It stretches instead of crumbling. Grind up foxtail or ryegrass and you get gritty paste that hardens into a brick. Grind up wheat and you get dough, something that rises, something that holds gas and heat and becomes bread you can bake once and carry for a week. Wheat wasn't just food, it was the first technology that could store air itself. Listen, wind through lawn is just wind. Wind through wheat rustles heavier. That's 2,000 calories per square meter, ready to cut. Our ancestors heard that difference. Let's go. Which raises a fascinating question. If wheat was this naked, non-shattering, air-trapping supergrass, why did we wait 285,000 years to pick it? Because perfection is expensive at first. Wheat only worked in a few small pockets on Earth. Everywhere else, the math didn't work. Spend an hour gathering foxtail, and you burn 300 calories to get 200. Spend it on wheat, and you feed your family for a day. But wheat had one more trick, and this is the trick that built your house. Wheat can wait. Pick an apple, and it rots in a week. Kill a gazelle, and it rots in 3 days. Wheat, once dried, just stops. For a year. For the first time, you could hold summer and winter. And once you can hold summer, you have to stay and guard it. You build a wall around that pit in the ground. You build a hut next to the wall. Your hut becomes a house. Houses become a village. Your village needs rules about whose wheat is whose. That's law. That's government. Let's go. What about the other 11,999? Bamboo flowers once a century. Ryegrass seeds are too tiny to live off. Teosinte was 5 rock-hard kernels until we rebuilt it. Only rice came close, but rice needs a swamp. Wheat grows where nothing else will. And here's where the story flips. We talk about domestication like we tamed wheat, like we were the clever ones who bent nature to our will. But look at what wheat did to us. Before wheat, you were a generalist. You knew 300 plants, 100 animals, every waterhole in 50 miles. You moved lightly. If a place got bad, you left. After wheat, you can't leave. You have to weed it. Guard it from deer, from birds, from the other family over the hill who is also starving. You stay in one place in summer heat, staring at green, waiting for rain. You get back pain from grinding. Your teeth wear down from grit. Your kids get cavities for the first time in human history because they're eating starch every day. Wheat made you sedentary. It made you anxious, territorial. It made you count seasons, count grain, count debts. One human is vulnerable. 20 humans guarding one field becomes something entirely different, a civilization. A civilization that now has something to lose. Wheat didn't just feed us, it domesticated us. It turned a nomadic ape that walked everywhere into a farmer who stares at the sky and prays. Let's go. Tomorrow you'll wake up and protect the field again. And you still do. Walk into your kitchen. Look at your pantry. The bread, the pasta, the noodles, tortillas, the cereal, the cookies, the flour in the bag at the back. It's all still that same grass. That one mutant, naked, non-shattering grass from a Turkish hillside. We took 12 Zuzan options and multiplied 1 by 2 billion acres. 40% of all farmland on Earth is just that one plant, cloned over and over. We still organize our lives around its harvest. We go to school 9 months and take summer off. That's the old wheat harvest break. We work 9 to 5 so there's daylight for the fields. We get 30-year mortgages to protect a box where we store our surplus. We invented weekends, money, writing, all to keep track of wheat. The ancient human who picked that first non-shattering head did it to keep his kids alive through winter. You're still doing it. The field just became a supermarket aisle.